Hey yo, it's Vaughn. We'll be having a quick PS5 review. We are around 6 or 7 months in this console generation, and got a few words to say about it. So when it comes to the console, it's simply, more powerful than the PS4. Not the most powerful console on the market, obviously, because you want that, go get an Xbox Series X. And when it comes to, improvements, of course, they have a better controller, the haptic feedback, and adaptive triggers are welcome additions. My only concern with the adaptive triggers will be the durability when it comes to how long these controllers last, because, yeah, the adaptive triggers, they do have plastic in them, and I did get lucky when getting a defective controller because it broke within the first week. I wasn't even playing those games that much, and they weren't super heavy on the adaptive triggers because I had the setting turned down a bit. But thankfully I got it replaced via Amazon, and my replacement's been working fine ever since then. I haven't had any problems with stick drift, not yet, because I know it's going to happen eventually when it comes to stick drift. But the controller microphones are working fine, the controller's been charging fine, its battery life is pretty good, I really like it. And controller, good addition. Only drawback will be that it is white and it can pick up dirt pretty easily, but if you wash your hands, you clean your controller, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. When it comes to the actual console, I don't have many pet peeves about it. One of them is that there's only one USB port in the front, which just makes things more cumbersome and difficult to work with if you're in tight spaces, or your console's like in tight spaces. Well, don't have your console in tight space because of the airflow. But when it comes to getting behind it and grabbing USB ports out, yeah, it's a bit more difficult, and I'd rather have them have 2 USB ports in the front instead of 2 in the back. But it's whatever. The only drawback I have to say is that there is no audio optical port in the PS5, so if you want to use a surround sound headset, you're going to get like an adapter, a splitter, whatever, and hook it up that way. That's what I have to do using my Astros. Other than that, it's been pretty good. It stays cool, it stays quiet. Again, it's very fast, loading times are pretty good, and that's really all I got. When it comes to the library, it is not fully fleshed out and developed yet. This is something I was fully aware of when I bought this thing, because it happens every console generation. It's going to be, an extended period of time before they fully commit to the next generation of consoles. And if you're asking me, the timetable is 3.5 years. And yeah, it's going to take that long for them to fully commit, because there's simply way too many PS4s and Xbox Ones out there to not release games on them. Especially when it comes, your third-party AAA games, and even the first-party exclusives, because games like Horizon's Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, even though that got delayed, and Spider-Man's Miles Morales, those games are all on the PS4 and the PS5, so it's going to take a while for them to fully, commit and shift to the next generation of consoles. And you were worried about missing out on those games, you probably won't, because most of them will be coming out on the PS4 still. The only games that are currently PS5 exclusive will be Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart and Returnal. So those are only 2 games you could have a chance of missing out on. But those are single player games, so whenever you get the console, they'll still be there for you to play. Cause it's not like they'll have, dead servers or anything being a multiplayer game. And I think that's about it when it comes to my PS5 review. It's rather simple, rather quick, and yeah, I enjoyed it, but everything I came into I was aware of. I only had one issue when it comes to specific games. Black Ops Cold War is a piece of shit, and it did manage to hard crash my PS5 once, so that's that. I don't know if any other games have been doing that, but only Black Ops Cold War have done that. And yeah, there's been no issues. They have made improvements when it comes to Share Factory, and of course organizing content and clips. It's a bit better. There still could be more work they can do, but it is better. But that's the PS5 review. Now it's going to go into our issues with next generation, and there's only 2 of them. One of them is the shortage, and how hard these consoles are to get. And I know they're always going to be in demand, because it's next generation consoles, it's new technology. But they're unreasonably harder to get this time around compared to last time around. And yeah, the shortage doesn't help that. The resellers and bots doesn't help that. I got lucky that I didn't have to deal with that because I got mine, a day after launch. So I got lucky and only paid retail. So I'm glad I didn't have to deal with the whole, beating the bots or waiting in line at Walmart, Best Buy. I'm glad I had to deal with that. And the other issue when it comes to the actual software is these publishers charging $70 for these games. And I know you gamers love the free market so much, it allows you to get fucked when it comes to, $70 games with microtransactions, these games launching incomplete and buggy, and of course you're not even able to get your own next-gen console because the bots and resellers have grabbed them all, and they're trying to bust your head open, charging double or triple retail. But fuck it, you guys love the free market. We'll get into that another day. But the issue is, the biggest heavy hitters when it comes to publishers are advocating or pushing for a $70 retail price, and those are your greatest offenders: Electronic Arts, Activision, and Take-Two. They're all going for a $70 price tag when it comes to the base version of a next-gen game, and that's not good because if they can get away with doing it, all the other publishers will follow suit because they can argue that they have a more quality game that doesn't come out every year or every other year, and it's actually worth it because there's more replayability. And I don't want that because $70 games with microtransactions, buggy as hell at launch, not the best experience. And of course, there's going to be one game that is a complete shit show, like Cyberpunk 2077, and it's going to cost $70 with the battle passes, microtransactions, and that's not going to be a good deal. It's not going to be a good day. So I'm going to need gamers to actually bitch about something important when it comes to them voting with their wallets, because if they don't, you will see these games cost $70, and I don't want that. You don't want that, and you don't have any justification for doing it. I did argue that I would pay $70 for a premier AAA exclusive. Nah, I wouldn't. It's not going to do anything so breathtaking, so new, that's going to be worth it. Not yet, at least. So if they want to charge $70 for a game, they don't have to wait 4 to 5 years. And the reason why they have to wait 4 to 5 years is because I know they'll be fully dedicated to developing on the current generation of consoles. It won't be next gen anymore by then. But yeah, they'll have all their efforts and attention focused on the next generation of consoles, not the 8th. But that's all I got for my quick PS5 review and my concerns with next generation. Get out the way, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all stay safe, and I'm out.